Picture this. You've just had a loud argument, maybe with a partner, maybe on the phone. Your voice got sharp, the energy in the room shifted, and now it's quiet again. You look up, and they're both there, in the hallway, watching you. Your dog is staring directly at your face, body leaning slightly forward, tail low but moving, like he's waiting for something, like he's ready to do something, if only he knew what. Your cat is further back, pressed near the wall, eyes wide, not looking at your face at all. She's scanning the room, the door frame, the corner, the space behind you. Most people read that moment and think, my dog loves me more, my cat is scared of me. But that's not what you're seeing. What you're actually seeing is two completely different neurological systems responding to the same threat, and both of them are responding because of you. Your dog is running a social repair protocol that's been hardwired into his genome over 15,000 years. Your cat is auditing her entire mental map of the home she thought was safe and rewriting it. Neither reaction is more loving, but they are profoundly different. And understanding the difference, it might be one of the most important things you ever learn about the animals living in your home. Let's go deeper. Cats are not mysterious. They're just operating on a completely different axis than we expect. We tend to think of love as something that moves toward you. Dogs run to you, lean on you, follow you. So when a cat moves away, we read that as indifference, distance, a kind of coldness. But here's what the science actually says. Researchers at Oregon State University ran a series of attachment studies with domestic cats, modeled on the same secure base tests used with human infants. The results were striking. The majority of cats showed a secure base effect, meaning your presence doesn't just comfort them. You are literally the anchor that allows them to explore the world. When you leave, their exploration shrinks. When you return, it expands. That's not indifference, that's a map, and you are the fixed point it's drawn around. But here's what makes cats fundamentally different from dogs in a moment of stress. Cats are territorial processors. Their sense of safety isn't just attached to you, it's attached to the environment you share. The smell of the couch, the specific quality of afternoon light in the bedroom, the predictable creak of the hallway floor. Their world is a layered, constantly updated security architecture. And loud conflict, raised voices, sudden emotional volatility, that doesn't just upset them. It introduces what researchers call environmental unpredictability, a disruption so significant that the cat's nervous system flags the entire territory as potentially compromised. Watch a cat after an argument in the home. She's not hiding because she's afraid of you. She's conducting a security sweep. She's cross-referencing what she thought she knew about this space with what she just experienced. She's asking, is this still safe? Is the map still accurate? And she reads you to do it. Not your face, your body, your breathing. Cats are exquisitely attuned to behavioral mirroring. They track postural shifts, respiratory rate, and micro-movements with a precision that's almost clinical. A 2022 study found that cats adjust their own behavior and stress indicators in response to their owner's emotional state, even when owners are trying to appear calm. They feel the cortisol before you show the tears. So when your cat presses low to the wall after an argument and scans the room, she is performing an act of profound attentiveness. She is updating her model of the world with you as the primary data source. The secure base isn't broken, it's being recalibrated. And that recalibration has a biological cost. Chronic environmental unpredictability, homes with frequent loud conflict, irregular schedules, unstable energy has been linked to elevated cortisol levels in cats, increased stress-related illness, and the slow erosion of that territorial security architecture they depend on. Your cat doesn't just feel the argument, she files it. Now let's talk about that dog in the hallway. the one leaning toward you, watching your face, waiting? Because what he's doing is even more astonishing than it looks. Dogs are the only non-human species known to spontaneously engage in referential looking toward humans. That means when a dog encounters something confusing, frightening, or unresolvable, he doesn't just react. He looks at your face first. He checks your expression for information before deciding how to respond. Researchers at the University of Milan studied this extensively. They found that dogs use human facial expressions as a primary emotional compass, distinguishing not just happy from angry, but reading subtle distinctions in fear, discomfort, and uncertainty. They're not just reading you, they're consulting you. This is, in evolutionary terms, extraordinary, and it gets more extraordinary when you understand why it exists. There's a human genetic condition called Williams-Beuren syndrome, characterized by an extraordinary drive towards social bonding, heightened empathy, and near-compulsive friendliness, even towards strangers. Researchers studying the genetics of dog domestication found that dogs carry similar structural variants in the same genomic region. The same genes associated with hypersociality in humans appear in analogous form in dogs. Dogs didn't just learn to tolerate us, they were shaped genetically to need us, to bond with us, to read us. The Clever Dog Lab in Vienna has documented this in elegant detail. Dogs track their owner's gaze, follow pointing gestures, respond to emotional tone, and adjust their behavior based on what their owners appear to want. This isn't training, this is biology. And when you're in distress, every one of those systems activates simultaneously. His cortisol rises to meet yours. Cortisol synchronization between dogs and their owners is well documented. Owners in chronic stress produce chronically stressed dogs. The bond isn't just emotional, it's biochemical. So the dog in the hallway after your argument isn't waiting passively. He's running a social repair protocol. He's looking at your face because that's where the information is. He's leaning toward you because his deepest biological imperative, the one written into his genome, says, "Your human is dysregulated." This is a social problem. Social problems are solved by proximity. He wants to fix you, not metaphorically, literally. His nervous system is oriented toward your repair. This is what 15,000 years of co-evolution looks like. Not tricks, not obedience. A dog who experiences your pain as his own problem and leans toward you, waiting, because that's simply what he is. So let's hold both of these images at once. The dog, face forward, seeking visual access to your emotional state, using you as real-time data for how to feel, what to do, whether the world is okay. The cat, scanning the room, seeking territorial integrity, using the environment as a ledger of safety and updating every entry based on what she just felt from you. The dog asks, "What do you need?" The cat asks, "Is the world still what I thought it was?" One is a social animal optimized for partnership. One is a solitary hunter who made a remarkable evolutionary concession, choosing against all ancestral instinct to anchor her sense of safety to a specific human being. And here's the thing neither of them can tell you. Both responses are expensive, biologically expensive. The chronic activation of stress circuits, cortisol, the amygdala, the body's constant threat monitoring system takes a measurable physical toll on their immune systems, their cardiovascular health, their lifespans. They pay a biological price to live inside the emotional weather of your home, not because they have to, because they chose you. The next time you look up after a hard moment and they're both there watching, I want you to see it differently. Your dog's face turned toward yours isn't neediness, it's a genome-deep declaration that your well-being is his purpose. Your cat, pressed to the wall, isn't distance, it's a cartographer mid-revision, making sure the map that has you at its center still holds. Both of them are paying attention in the only languages evolution gave them. And the most profound thing you can do, not out of guilt, but out of understanding, is to bring your own nervous system down first.
regulate yourself, because they are both, in their entirely different ways, waiting for exactly that signal. The signal that says, it's okay, the territory is safe, you can exhale. That's the biological cost of love. They carry it quietly every single day in your hallway. If this episode made you see your pets differently, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to stay in this world of science and genuine connection. And tell us in the comments who follows you more in your house, the dog who checks your face or the cat who checks the room. We read every single one.